All right, concurrent enrollment students. Hey, this is just a quick update. I spoke with almost all of you one-on-one for our individual conferences, and I wanted to give you just a quick rundown of what the expectations are moving forward. You can see here you've got a working informal outline. So in your textbook, if you read pages 293 to 295, if you remember an informal outline, it does not need to be structured with the Roman numerals, the letters, and the numbers. But basically, what you've done so far is you researched multiple categories. You selected a topic. We had some individual conferences on those topics, and then you completed an annotated bibliography on 15 sources. The idea is, 15 sources is more than you actually need on your paper. What you need to do now is you need to look at those sources and pare them down. What message are you trying to deliver? And for almost all of you in those individual conferences, I mentioned that you should probably break down your topic into like 3 sections for your paper. You need to establish the problem first. So tell your audience that the problem that you're saying is a problem is actually a problem. Okay, so find sources that do that. Once you've established that your problem exists, then you need to explain why the problem needs to be solved. First of all, how did we get here? What's maybe the history of how your problem developed over time? And what are the consequences of the problem? What happens if we don't do anything? Okay, that will then transition into your proposed solutions. Okay, what is the way to go about solving the problem? And maybe you'll talk about a variety of proposed solutions. Say, people are trying this, other people are trying this, other people are trying this. How effective are they? Maybe your ultimate solution is a hybrid, like a mixture of all of those things. Or maybe there's a new idea that hasn't been presented yet that you would like to present, and you can find information from outside sources that would say that might be beneficial. Remember, your sources, a lot of them might not speak directly about your topic. If you found a source that directly addressed your exact topic, that means that your essay's probably already been written. So what you need to do is you need to find information from outside sources and synthesize them together. But yeah, basically establish your problem, establish why it needs to be solved, and then propose solutions. If you do those 3 things, you break your essay up into those 3 sections, you're going to be okay. And that's pretty much what I want you to work on for today and tomorrow, is creating an informal outline, taking that information from your annotated bibliography and putting it in some organizational method that works for you. And an informal outline means that it doesn't have to be super structured. And the fact that it says it's a working informal outline, working means it will change as you go through this process. As you start actually writing your draft, you might come up with some new ideas, which means you have to go do some quick research again, and you'll find a source that you didn't include in your annotated bibliography before. That's totally fine, and it's actually encouraged, okay? But what you need to do is you need to come up with an informal outline today, and then your research draft is going to be due on the 15th, which we're looking at a week and a half from now. And it's a first draft, and that's going to be like, what did I say? This is going to open tomorrow, and you need to have 1,000 to 2,000 words written. Now, I've mentioned it as a 10 to 12 page paper a bunch of times. It might actually be more than that, because if you're putting charts and graphs in your paper, then obviously you'd be beyond 10 to 12 pages. You're really shooting for between like 2,800 to 3,000 words is what you're looking at for 10 to 12 pages worth of writing. So as long as it's around there, if it's more than 12 pages, because you have charts, graphs, and then obviously your bibliography that you'll put on at the end, that'll add to your page count. But I'm looking for that as your word count on your actual essay that you actually write is like 2,800 to 3,000 words. Okay, anyway, that's my update for today. If any of you need to have an additional conference with me, please reach out to me. I'm not going to be requiring them anymore, but I'm happy to do it if it would help you individually. All right, good luck. Keep working hard.